welcome. Oh my.
Well, I think your wish and desire was to get the words up on the screen, and it just wasn't happening.
It didn't want to work this time. It was definitely not happening. So
look, now it's happening.
I finally was able to make it happen. This is definitely what you would call this card. It's pretty funny. Okay, here we go. So I tell you, it's funny little things happen and then I cannot undo it. This is the invocation I'd like to use today. I had it all written out, but now it's lost in the ethers of paused sharing and won't let me get it back. So,
good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Or good day.
We have a wonderful card today, but this is such a beautiful, beautiful. It's called a Vadan. It's like a song that Hazrat Inayat Khan wrote, and the words that we were singing of "Let your wish become my desire." You can see where it came from, and then I took another piece that he had from this poem and created the song that we were singing. So this song, which will be our invocation today. So let's say it all together. Let thy wish become my desire. Let thy will become my deed. Let thy word become my speech, beloved, and thy love become my creed. Let my plant bring forth thy flowers. Let my fruits produce thy seed. Let my heart become thy lute, beloved, and my body thy flute of reed.
That's almost good for the class starting in January on pleasure and that sort of stuff. And so that's a great one.
It is. It's quite good too. So I have to go back now. I've probably lost this one I can find. Thank goodness. Okay. Now I'll bring up the card.
Let's just take a moment to let this card in. Ooh.
Breathing it in, and I'm so struck by the gold dust, the light that's pouring down, and it's this card is called the Nine of Cups, the wish card, the wish fulfillment card. And so it's like letting in that light of the love, that light of the universe into our own selves to really feel what we've been able to, you could say, hone in a direction of our heart and make happen. Because this is not just any direction. It's not just having like lots of pleasures of eating and all those kinds of things. You can see what Aida Hussein did in the Sufi Tarot. She created the Sufi Sama, which is that Sama means listen, truly listen with the ear of the heart. And so that the music comes in and fills you and awakens that wish that then goes into the heart that becomes our own desire. And that desire then really becomes this kind of to love to follow it, to want to go towards it. And whatever that is, whether that's just showing up today and there's a wish. I wish to connect with other people. I wish to know myself more, whatever it happens to be.
I wish to get my holiday decorations up.
Well, that's not coming here.
Right, but
that's.
I see, are coming here.
I was talking about coming here to the class.
What you wish for today.
Because you're here right now. Yeah. And so whatever what wish is that in coming to the class and like how that forms into a desire. Right? That's that wonderful piece. And what Inayat Khan speaks about is that as we let ourself become more aware of our intention, which I'd say the wish is the intention. It's like, what is that intention? And then it forms into more of a desire of something that really comes from our heart of yes. We say yes to it. I want to do it. I want to. I want to. And then as we go towards that, this, I'd say it connects us to love, to what we love, to the love of life. And eventually, when pieces of it come in, like when we feel good, like maybe one of my intentions for me is always to come into more of an embodiment. That's what this card is supposedly representing, an embodiment of the wish being fulfilled. And so that the whole body is saying yes to it. Every single cell says, yes, this is where we want to go. This is what I want. And as we come into that yes, it's like we are letting ourselves say something is important to us. We will focus ourselves that way. Because if we don't, we all know there's 1,000 voices inside that will take us this way and that way and the other way and all around. And so that's what this card represents, is that there's a circle in this beautiful card, a circle of selves, and yet it's very intricate. You can see that there's so much unfolding. Look at the intricate design. And there's this sense of like, it takes so much to keep our focus towards that intention, that wish, and to let it come into fulfillment. And then to even celebrate it and not believe, oh, we haven't done enough, or there's something wrong with it, or whatever it happens to be.
I want to say, because this card really struck me, because, Sama, that's what we did together right at the very beginning. We're in that circle through Zoom, and the vibration is what tunes us and lets us come into synchrony and harmony in our nervous systems and with each other. But I just gave a little presentation on the nafs, which is a Sufi term for looking at really the personality and the way it's organized from these very coarse levels of the animal soul to the more refined levels of the human soul, and then the nafs going up into breath, into really spirit. So it's this whole, and I think any self could have a wish or a desire on like the animal needs, the human needs, and the needs of the heart, the needs of the spirit. So in a way, it's what I call in my little book, Cities of the Soul, the city of remembrance. And that's a very high wish and desire where we're just tuning and bringing love, harmony, and beauty to our lives and to the world and to others, whether it's through physical acts of mercy or spiritual, but we also join together and celebrate the source and our humanity and our connection with infinity. And that's hopefully what we're doing here. That's my wish, is that we all tap into that as deeply as we can.
Beautiful. So as we come into that today, we'll form our intention before we begin to move. So taking a breath or two and feeling your feet underneath you really firmly on the ground. The Cups card is really about the heart. It's about that pouring out. It's about the emotions. It's about the water. So we're going to start to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, the water breath. And as you're listening to my voice, just continue to breathe the water breath and just let your body just move a little bit with it. Feel what feels right, because Aida Hussein says about this card, she says, first of all, and it's so connected to what that poem of Anaya Khan said, is that you have to empty out the heart. You have to empty like the reed flute, like the reed, that when it's totally hollow. And so when we become empty, we can receive what it is that's next. So just let yourself empty out a few breaths asking all the different selves that are coming up, telling us what we should be doing now, thinking about, taking care of. Ask them to just step aside so that we can empty out for a moment, empty out those hearts to receive our intention for the day. And as you empty, you may hear a few little wishes coming in, a few little dreams that are out there and for what can happen today, and pull those down into your heart and really let yourself feel that desire for them. And then we're going to come and we're going to start with the first piece of whatever intention it was for you, is to really begin to embody that. So we're going to feel it in our bodies. We're going to let our whole body come into union, you could say in unity, with this intention. So we're going to start with really breathing in deep, rich, full breaths and letting ourselves feel our feet and our ankles. And we're going to turn those feet and ankles to really let them unwind. To let them come into this place of saying yes to whatever it is our intention is. I'm here with you. I can move with you. I'm a solid foot on the ground. And then moving to the other foot when you're ready. Continuing to really breathe deep, rich, full breaths with that intention. Body, come with me. Unwind. Let yourself let go so you can be here, feet underneath me. And we bring it into our calves and our knees and our thighs, and we move. You might want to move one leg before we move them both, just really letting these legs unwind, moving them one way and then the other way. And the other leg. Don't forget the other way. And then let both legs just move in whatever way that feels good, letting them find their place. Unwinding any last pieces that need to be unwound, and just feeling into the knees, particularly the ankles. Breathing deeply. Great. And then letting those legs just be in maybe a little bit of it can be turning around in a circle, or they can be going front and back, but just let them have a little bit of motion as we come up into the hips. Feeling those hips, letting them move along with the legs in this way of turning again, those hips that connect us to our coccyx, our bottom, pelvic floor, our genitals, our hara. Breathing into this area, asking it to say yes, because this is where the womb is. So as we connect to this womb area, asking it to be here as our container, holding our truest of intentions, our desire. Please come along with us, along with this whole body. Say yes, and let your pelvis tilt front and back. And then just let your pelvis and those hips do whatever feels good to unwind, whatever movement helps them to feel they're a part. This is the womb from which it all is held. And coming up into our solar plexus, we're going to really breathe into the solar plexus and let it move around as much as we can, kind of in a circle. And we can let it go front and back, kind of undulating, contracting, and then expanding with the breath. And again, let this area on top of the hips and on top of the legs, let it all just find whatever movement it needs to do to really say yes. It's coming along. It's here with us, with this desire, our intention. And then coming up into our heart area and our upper chest and our back behind our heart and our upper back, letting that area really move. You can turn it around again in a circle or move it front and back. Really being gentle to those hearts, but letting that heart know we need you. You've got to come with us, your heart, your desire. Let your love be what I'm following. And then we're going to connect it to our shoulders. Letting our shoulders move in circles, front and back. And connecting it to our arms, our elbows, our wrists, our hands. Letting it all turn in whatever way feels good to let it unwind. Now all the way from our shoulders down our arms through our whole body, letting it undulate and move in a way that says we're together. We can be blown by the water in one direction flowing or another, but we're all here together. Going downstream. And then bringing your awareness to your neck and your head. That whole area, letting it unwind as you breathe deeply in through your nose and out through your mouth. Letting yourself really notice the breath coming in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let the breath blow all around you. Blow it into your face, up on your crown. Blow it into your third eye and your eyes. Blow it into your throat. And blow it into your hands. Letting your whole body now move as though it's in the ocean or a river, gently just feeling the wave action, undulating. Sometimes you may hit a rapid and you may be tested with this intention. Oh, are you going to go with all the different thoughts that are going on, or are you going to come back? And you just let your body move a little bit more as the thoughts come up. Let it flow downstream. Till you begin to feel a little, kind of like, you've taken a bath and your whole body is becoming a little prunish. A little less need to hold on, more just floating in the water. And from this place, just letting yourself float. Sometimes the water goes fast, sometimes it goes slow, but it's still, there's very little effort taken now, because now you're on course. Empty out my heart. Fill it with the joy, fulfilled dream. So begin to feel that joy of just letting your body move. It just loves to be in the water. Breathing in deeply, breathing out through the mouth. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just letting ourselves cruise right now in this desire, this intention. The love, the joy that begins to come up as we do this. Following our hearts. Letting our hearts be the compass of this river. It's what's behind this flow. Connecting to that wish. Your wish is the wish of your high self. The angel of your being. Your own beloved part of the universe inside of you. Feel that. Letting it flow down through your body, into your heart. Letting your heart expand with it. Grow. And then let the water become still again. Finding your place as the water stills, of just relaxing into that little bob that happens when you're in the water. There's always a little bit of movement. And feel that, the heat maybe, if you can, deep inside your heart, that love, that joy, that flame of following the love, following that desire. Finding little pieces of fulfillment. Maybe even right now. And grounding this with feeling it all the way down into your feet. And letting your body become as one again, connected to this earth. Let it find a really comfortable place to sit so that you can really relax.
And as you sit, just allowing your breath to continue.
That's right, letting your breath continue into that wonderful water breath, and just really, again, finding that ground underneath you, that womb that's holding your intention. You might even want to sway just a little bit to connect you with the wateriness of your own heart. The wateriness of this place that we've come out of and always have inside. The blood running through us. The rivers, the oceans inside.
As you stay with that ocean, you can imagine your breath like a wave in that ocean flowing in and out of your heart. Nice, rich, full inhalation, rich, full exhalation. Just washing, letting that wave of all your wishes, desires flow in and flow out, letting the breath flow in and flow out. We'll take a minute just bringing this wave of the breath flowing in and out of our hearts. And if there are any selves that are busy or worried, just letting them know right now there's nothing to do and nowhere to go. Right now they can join you or they can step aside, just being with this flowing of this beautiful breath in and out of the sacred space of your heart. If you want, you can do the water breath, breathing into the nose and out to the mouth, or whatever breath feels comfortable to you. Really experiencing the wave of your breath flowing in and out of your heart. Knowing we're all gathered here together like that circle of Sama in the card, breathing in and out, each of us supporting the other through space and time. And as you continue just listening to these few words, as we move more and more to our inner life, the sun world dissolving. Bathing in moonlight. Dreaming while awake. So let our soul work, our awakening dream, open to the sacred space of your heart today in whatever form that comes. And perhaps you just feel the sacred space of your heart. Perhaps you just have the intention to feel it, the wish, the desire to feel the sacred space of your heart. Or perhaps it's some space you've been to before from childhood or a trip or in a dream or some place you've read about in a book or seen in visionary art. But taking a few moments to just sense in, to see with the eye of the heart if you're visual, to listen to the ear of the heart. Are there sounds there? Fragrances, tastes, the texture, or just the felt experience of the sacred space of your heart? Just having that wish, that desire to enter more deeply into your heart and into this sacred space. If there's other cells or parts or energies or complexes that are busy, we create that emptying Yaya spoke about by just asking them to step aside or join in this breath with us. They can enjoy this sacred space, they can open to it, they can calm and be held by this sacred space of the heart. And you can just stay with that if you wish. Using my voice as a guide, you may move faster or slower. You can stay with your breath the whole time, breathing in and out and dropping into the sacred space of your heart. Or if you wish, when you're ready, you can invoke, you can ask beloved high self, the angel of my being, can you come into the sacred space of my heart for a time of communion, a time of guidance, a time of dialogue, but beginning with communion, whether high self is just the felt experience of love or nourishment or beauty or calm or joy or compassion or peace or strength or courage. Perhaps we just feel in this energetic field the presence of high self. Perhaps we see, or perhaps high self is a wise being or an animal ally or a sphere of light or a sacred vibration or light infusing us. But in whatever way, just taking a moment to really allow to open to the presence of high self, breathing in the blessing and breathing back love and gratitude, having that wish, that desire to know you more deeply, more dearly, to come into deeper relationship with high self. With love and respect, we ask for your guidance, beloved high self, on how to help us know our wishes and desires and how to work with our wishes and desires. But really how to help us know our wishes and desires from the youngest parts of us to the most refined selves inside. We open to your guidance on dropping in, to befriending, to knowing, to being with, to fulfilling our wishes and desires. What would it be like if we treated each wish and desire as a sacred action, as a manifestation on different levels of existence to more and more refined levels? Knowing we have wishes and desires on the level of the body, the heart, the mind, the spirit. Taking a moment to open with the support of high self, to just open, to befriend to all the voices of all the wishes and desires inside. all the selves, all the different parts that have different wishes and desires. Just inviting them in to sit in a circle with you, the high self in the center, just letting them settle. When you're ready, just begin to listen and open to different selves, to different voices, different energies inside. Just listen to the wish and desire of each. Really let each know that you hear its wish and desire. Perhaps starting with the young ones and going through the infant selves, child, adolescent, young adult, mature selves, just listening to the wish and desire of many of your different selves at different developmental stages. You can stay with that, or if you wish, you can open to the wishes and desires of all the protective selves, the one that try to manage our lives so hard or protect us, or that can get reactive. Just listening to some of their wishes and desires. Is it to be safe? Is it to understand everything? Is it to make sure everything's okay? Just listening to the wishes and desires of all the protective selves. There are other voices about selves that were hurt or wounded. You can listen, you can open to their wishes and desires too. And then as you're ready, allowing just the love, the light, high self to flow through you and to flow to all these different selves, to all their wishes and desires, meeting them with love, light, nourishment, compassion. matter how small or fantastical or coarse seeming, just let each self know you listen, you take it seriously, you're understanding its wishes, its desires. Just opening, allowing each self open as much as it wishes to the guidance of high self to understand the root of each wish and desire. We feel the wishes and desires and just imagining settling down to deeper and deeper to feeling the root and where each wish and desire, where those roots go deep, deep, deep down. Perhaps like the roots, they all intertwine. Perhaps underneath, perhaps there are different deep wishes and desires you feel. Perhaps there's also just a wish and desire for love, to be love, to receive love, to express love. Breathe in, breathing in the love of all the selves inside and breathing back to them from you and high self. And imagine that expanding to all of us, breathing in the love of each other as we support each other, as we're in that circle of sama, resting after our music, after our joy, resting, breathing in the love of all of us and breathing back the love of all of us. And letting that love expand to breathing in the love of friends and family, neighbors, acquaintances, breathing back the love. And letting that expand to the whole world and all life. Breathing in the love of all beings, breathing back love to all beings. And expanding one last time to imagine infinity, this beautiful golden field of love and light. Breathing that into the dewdrop that's you, the pearl that's you, and breathing back love to infinity. Breathing the love of infinity in and the love to infinity back. And taking a moment to just thank all the different selves. Breathing the breath of unity, breathing together with you, with high self. Thanking them for being here today in our soul work, And as you're ready, we'll take a deep breath in and make the sacred sound "Hoo" into our inner lives. Taking another breath, and the sacred sound "Hoo" as we come up, balancing our inner and outer lives. Take a moment to rest peacefully and to just...
While we sing the song to you.
We'll sing the song to you as you reflect on your soul work experience.
Let your wish become my desire. Let your love be what I'm following. Let your wish become my desire. And your love be what I'm following. Empty out my heart, fill it with a joy-fulfilled dream. Empty out my heart, fill it with a joy-fulfilled dream. Let your wish become my desire, and your love be what I'm following.